N3. I know that we do N3 on Tuesdays, and it's usually with a group, but considering the dire circumstances, I decided to do an emergency episode of N3 right now. So welcome to the emergency special edition episode of N3. What's the emergency, you might ask? Well, you might not even realize it because YouTube is terrible about letting their creators know things, but starting yesterday, YouTube started censoring quote-unquote videos, and here's what I mean. There are a lot of new BS rules on YouTube, and they're saying that it's all in the name of advertiser-friendly videos. In other words, they have all these rules that are supposed to be user-friendly. Here, let me get those rules up there right now. So basically, hold on a second. So basically, these are the new rules. Now, YouTube is, of course, like, you know, you have to kind of dig to find these rules, let me tell you. But it's really ridiculous. They're saying that if you don't follow these rules, that your videos will definitely become unmonetized, meaning you won't be able to make any money off of the videos if they don't follow these rules, and that they have the right to take away that video completely and have the right to get rid of monetization on your channel completely, or have the right to get rid of your channel completely. Now, this is completely ridiculous, and you know, I don't talk about like controversial or like actual like things. I usually just talk about video games and movies, but I felt so strongly about this because this is like, now I know that Google and YouTube is not like just an American thing. I realize that it's all over the world, of course, but this is such a slap in the face to anyone who believes in free speech, free liberties, or basically just believe in freedom of creation. This is just completely a slap in the face to creators. You know, why don't they just call it ThemTube now? Because that's pretty much what it is. It's just ThemTube. You know, as a creator myself, I feel, you know, like I might not necessarily, you know, of course I wouldn't necessarily, you know, have sexually suggestive content, although, you know, it comes up once in a while as a joke, you know, sometimes I use language because, you know, hey, I'm a human being. You know, and you know, I would never, you know, promote drugs. You know, I might make a joke about it once in a while or something. But basically, they could take the smallest thing and get rid of your video or your channel completely. Now, I've seen videos from ETC, Philip DeFranco, and H3H3 all saying that they've had videos that have been demonetized, apparently because of these rules in the last couple of days. Now, I don't know what you guys think about this, but this is probably the worst thing. In my opinion, this is the absolute worst thing that YouTube has ever done. And I just can't believe that, you know, they're, you know, again, you have to dig for these rules. And they're just outright, this is outright against freedom of speech. And it's just ridiculous, you know. I even heard, it doesn't say it here, but I even heard that people have been having their videos taken down where they were, you know, criticizing social justice warriors, you know, whatever you think about that stuff. You know, I think some of these SJWs are, you know, they get a little ridiculous and
Careful,
get, you know, yeah, Jackie's telling me to be careful here because, you know, I don't want my stuff to get taken down. But, you know, I do think people are too easily offended, but, you know, whatever, to each their own. But, you know, what if you are talking about someone who's an SJW, or you know, if you're commenting on something that you think, you know, if you think somebody shouldn't have got offended as much or whatever, you know, I don't think that YouTube should have the right to take down your video. I think it's completely ridiculous that this is the world that we live in. This is the world in which we live in now. This is it. These are the ridiculous rules, you know, and again, you just call it ThemTube now. Anyways, I'm just really disgusted by what I'm seeing here, and like the complete, like, again, lack of any compassion on YouTube's part, and just the complete, you know, like the complete dissolution of everything that, you know, YouTube was supposed to stand for. And, you know, it's just terrible. It's a shame. And YouTube is officially anti-free speech. So it's a real shame, and, you know, I had to come on here as quick as possible and just do a little live stream about it. And I can see a lot of you guys in the comments right now. Connor O'Donnell, Skylar32, Rebecca Burke, Be a Pro, Godzilla, Shattuck 539, Ultra Xavier, Explosive Akatsuki, EDMG7, John the Phantom, Rebecca Burke, all you guys, thank you for joining me. I'm going to get off in just a second. I do appreciate you guys coming on here. I'm not really going to answer any questions right now. I just wanted to get this, off of my chest because, like some of my favorite YouTubers have just been getting hit by this, and, I don't know, even some of my own videos may have gotten hit by this while I was talking about this, so who knows. Anyways, you guys stay safe. Don't put any of this stuff in your tags. That's the big thing that H3 was just talking about. Don't put any controversial stuff in your tags like war or battles or news or, again, it really sucks. And I hate that this is happening, but you guys, you got to be careful now if you want to survive on YouTube, and just try not to put any of these things in your tags. Oh boy. All right. Well, if you guys want to see me do something fun if you're watching this live, then in about 20 minutes, 2 p.m. Pacific time, I'm going to be playing Banjo-Kazooie here on YouTube. So you guys stay safe, have a good day, and this is really disappointing, but I hope you guys have fun. All right, bye.